Guys, Friday morning, I've had another load of rain. Hang on. Guys, as you can see, this is what I do. I shovel it on, just over like that. I get all the weed and the rubbish out. Try and keep the worms in, any stones and that go in. Small stones go in. And I'm finally getting there at the old handy. What, I sit down somewhere, but it's a bit too muddy. I'm going to try and get that section down there. Well, I've had to put some of the tubs down the bottom end because I'm filling up here. And also I've got to keep my chickens out of it. What are you looking for? Mum's taking for a walk in a minute. Oh, my chicken's got him in spring onions, but never mind. He's there if you want him. Yeah, as you can see, that's just what I do. I know it's a little bit more work for me because I now have to dig it out, but it's easier. I'm taking all the big stuff out, all the rubbish, all the weeds, that mare's tail, all of that, the lot. So, and at the end of it, I'm probably going to have about 50 tubs full, and I might even have to fill up further big green bins. I've got some with holes in the bottom. I could actually put them down the bottom there and put some nice flowers in them. I've done no flowers at all this year. Though I have wild ones grow every year around my plum tree and around my trees, but the chickens are at them. Oh, well, it was a lovely day and I'm absolutely extremely warm. I'm afraid I'm in my t-shirt. There you go, guys, look. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I've got quite a few people up there. Wife up here, she seemed to be enjoying herself, but her arm's killing her. Goodness sake, if I touched her arm, she'll absolutely probably knife me. She'd lump me on the head. Her arm is killing her so bad. About 5 or 6 of them up here yesterday had it though. And they had the one which is kept at 70 below, so I don't know, here comes someone else. Right guys, off we go. Right guys, there we go. Bloody hell, I've got some bloody minute. And I ain't even done a third. I suppose I've done a quarter. But what I'll do is I'll get one half of it dug out, and then I'm going to move all the compost from that end up to this end, and then I'm going to build new raised beds because I've got some scaffold boards down here. Might make them slightly taller, giving myself more room to get round everywhere. But plans can change, you all know. Right, I think our girl's ready to go home. It's beautiful up here, there's lots of people. And they're going to lock the old chucks in. They're all underneath the house having a dust bath, they were. I've got one old girl there, she's alright, she's eating. They'll change when the sun and weather, and they get green and they get cabbages and that into them. They get better. Right guys, off we go. I'll put this up after we've got Saturday and Sunday to go yet. And I might have a bit more of that done. Right, off we go, bye. Right guys, home now, and as you can see, I've started to, I must have left all my tags down there, not my Toms. They are, I think these are beef Mamandas, and yeah, and so I actually potted on there the Harbingers over there. Potted something else. I'm losing the plot big time, guys. I really am. These are the only Jersey Devils which come through, but I have got some more seeds, so I'm going to try them again. That over the back there's got to come out. I've got to sort this out. Look at this dog. It's because the old girl's outside. Guys, Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. I'm down late because my wife's gone mad making Cornish pasties. I'll show you one. They're absolutely bloody gorgeous. The funny thing is, he's actually made 5 today. There's no one down here. Because it's such a miserable, rainy, wet and horrible day, they've all stayed home. Oh, look at them guys. That one's split. I might have to have that one in a minute. But I'll just yeah, I'll keep them covered up, keep them warm for myself. There's only Glenn down here and me. Nobody else. I wonder if they're polycarbonate sheet in there. I might be able to get that off them. 1, 2, 3 squares. Don't want it. I'll have to ask for them. good. Yes, could be good. Get a few more. Get another carrot bed down the bottom there. Oh yes, it's cold. It's an easterly and all. We're supposed to have snow through the night and over tomorrow, heavyish. I don't want it, but my wife wants it. She love it. She really do. That's as far as I've got with the sieving, and I can't do none today because it's now going to be too wet. So what I might do is I might dig a lot of that end up to this corner and try and bring it all up here and start working on new beds down that end. But the chickens are desperate to get this bloody lot. The chickens are so desperate to get out. They'll come out in this way. Bless them, little birds. I was woken up this morning. I don't know what time because we went to bed again late last night. And with the sound of birds chirping in my trees at the front of the house. We've got a couple of cherry trees and they were absolutely gone. I fill it up full of corn and seeds, and also we've got some suet, and I absolutely love that, the robins. So we keep them happy. These girls are nice and dry. Yep, look at them, they're all waiting to come out. I'll let them into there because there's millions and millions of worms in there. Right guys, I'll show you if I do a bit. Oh, me lavender's coming through, English lavender, which is lovely. I really should have trimmed it, shouldn't I? Glenn's up here. What I'll do is I might make a cup of tea and give him a ring and tell him to come down and have a cuppa with me. He'd got me some peas. He put me some peas in, early peas, which have actually, I got them here now. There's two enough. What's now? I've got to do mine at home now. So what I'll do is I'll do another lot to continue on. I've got this white mesh out here, this white plastic mesh is on a frame. So I've done that section, and I might now make another section the same and lean it as it is down near the bottom end of my plot to let the peas just roam up it as willy-nilly. It's tall enough for the peas, so we'll see. Off we go. Alright guys, right, sorry about this one. It's go on, 11 o'clock. Winds are not so bad as I thought they were going to be, and we've just got sort of light snow at the moment, but you know, I have to come down here because I'm a chickens. That is a priority. I don't care, and a lot of people won't come down here. They just forget about chickens and that. Me, Jack's just gone. I've told him to get himself them. I made sure all the sides are covered up, so that's stopping all the snow going in. Look at these. I've now brought some warm sweet corn down. It's going to be mixed with mealy worms and corn. Give them a bit of a boost. The back is well netted off and covered. I wanted to check my roof. See, I worry about my roof getting too much snow on at the moment. So I'm hoping that we're not going to get so much. Because of the blow, the wind is actually keeping the roof clear. There's little bits like this I'm going to seal up. I'll pull up like that. You know, so this, the net is protected. That's a good job. It's on a, I don't know what we'd call that, savagely, something like that. So yeah, they'll keep warm. If they have to, they'll get in the house, the little buggers. Right guys, I will probably, sorry about this, I will put my hands in, I'm getting cold. I'll probably show you some potting on this afternoon. Bye for now. Right guys, I just sorted my eggs out. There's half a dozen, that'll go to someone this week. The old girl, she's now on 2 eggs a day. She'll be clucking soon. I noticed she's got some feathers going on her back. Right, it's a good job she don't watch these videos. There's our eggs to take them. I'm still here. I'm tidying up a little bit of the shed. I'm just waiting to see what happened. But the old, I've just fed them and they'll all be happy. So I'm going to just have a little, while I got a chance, my tools are bloody freezing, you won't believe it. I don't know how you lot manage in Canada, my love. What is that? Oh, I can't remember names. Do you know, I'm dreadful with names. And America and that, how do you manage when you get so severe colds? I suppose we get about -3 or 4. And that's it, we cave in this country. We do. Oh, blimey. Right, I'm going to do a little bit and then I'm going home. See, in the shed, there's always loads of things to do. I got these buckets, they come free with the mealy worms. See, and we collect all the eggs. We do all the eggshells and that. They go in the ground, but I put them around my brassicas and everything, the tender stuff, to try and stop slugs getting to them. I think it does have some sort of effect, but I bring my bags of them I found in here, so I'm now going to put them all in here and crush them up. I got this from blooming, I think Aldi's a long while ago. Yeah, Aldi's. Sound like they're blooming shooting inside. Right, off we go. Right, what I've decided to do is I'm doubling up this bag bit here. That'll stop anything driving through then like that. But the old cover's now, as thin as days now. So I'm going to have to, when we get nice weather, I think me and the wife, because she loved the chickens more than me actually, I think we'll get to grips with it. But I'm now going to put some posts, so I'll put some weight on the bottom and posts on the top. So what I'll do is I'll be pinning it up like this. Right guys, Tesco's is busy. Look, plenty of people out. I've got to get grips with that. I've got a load of onions in there, look. They're all going to be moved. Right guys, as you can see it's a bit windy. Not too bad, I've had worse. I can do a little bit, I'll have my wife ringing up in a minute. What are you blooming doing, playing snowmen? Right guys, off we go. When I first came up on this site, they used to have an allotment association do and everything. And this is when I was 2013, I've probably been up here about 2012. And that's my rewards I used to get for merit and all this lot. I'm the chairman 2014, another one for merit. I got another one there, and I got quite a few more at home, but when we had these new chairmen and whatever, and new secretary of the whole sites, they decided to do away with it all because they said it was too expensive. We used to have a get together. I suppose we had 70 people used to go. Yeah, we had about 70 people used to go or more to have a drink. They supplied a buffet. Alright, it cost them money, but that made everybody nice and happy. We all used to get together. It was brilliant. We used to have a dance afterwards, or a disco. We used to have a raffle. We all used to give things to raffle off. And prizes. We used to have loads of prizes. And then they even auctioned a couple of bottles of spirits. I went up to £45 on one. I think it was a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, not Jameson's, or the other one with the looking grouse, famous grouse. Yeah, I paid 45 quid for charity for that, but that was a good night. And then the second time we done it, I was up against the secretary of all the sites, and I got him up to 55 and pulled out. Bit of wickedness there, but why not? It's all to charity. And then we won a £50 prize. The wife did, on a raffle. £50 cash prize, and she said that was all the proceedings go for a charity. A young girl who was in hospital up here, and she gave it back to him. Said, give it to the charity. And a woman sat next to her and said, what on earth are you going and give her £50 back for? And my wife said, look, I come in here without the £50. I'll go out without the £50. It doesn't make no difference to me, but that's going to a good cause. So that shows you what type of woman I got, my old girl. Terry King, I'm going to say to you, take care, my man. I know you're on the gritters. Take care. I think you're being blitzed. I think my spuds are not going to get here for another couple of weeks now. They're coming from Scotland. I think Scotland have really got it bad. You look out here now. The wind isn't too bad. I've had stronger winds up here, really have. With that wind, see, that's taking the rubbish off my polytunnel and off the chicken house. I've just now double netted the chicken house. I'll show you at the back, and that's made a big difference because it just breaks the wind down. It breaks the wind down and stops them rusting out there. So if we're going to get bad weather like this for a little while, I might have to perhaps do that. But this side here, I'm lucky. You might not be able to hear me. This side here, I've got a lot of polycarbonate sheet and all sorts of stuff. That's what comes this way. So I'm the only Looney Tune up here. But I can do little bits and pieces, and also I keep out of my wife's hair. She likes to do her ironing on a Saturday morning and all this, that and the other. So I keep out of the way, so I'm now going back in the shed. I was sweeping up, look at that rubbish. But I need to go home when I get home. I've got to find a little padlock to put in here, so you can shut the door behind you. And also put a couple of handles on it. Right guys, off we go. Tell you, something else that might happen. Old Tony down there, he only has one plot. and it's been rotating his potatoes so much now. This plot has now been give up. I did say to you they were total waste of time. So they've give this plot up, and I said to him, look, you fancy it, I'll go half with you. I'll have the top half so I can park my van here. I'll move the shed forward, and he can have the rest. And I think he's going to do it. He said, because he love actually coming down here to have a talk. He's a bit of a loner, he is. He's got really no family he see very much because he has to stay away. And you can see the old wind now, look at this. Right guys, it's time for me to go because I'm going to cook my wife a lovely roast pork dinner. I will be doing some potting on this afternoon, hopefully. I'll be trying every day. But yes, that would be a good thing. If we was to go take half each, I'd like to get the secretary to come down with his digger and move that lot of compost, all that weeds. All they did was took the topsoil off, look. So now you've actually got a plot which is sunken down. But it won't take long to get to grips with it. I'll run my rotavator through there, the big boy. Tony can get to grips with whatever he want. We could move this shed another, what's his name? Just push it forward. I'll bloody use my van to push it forward. Just push the shed forward a bit, put it on some more blocks, some runners. I'd have a parking space for my van now. He'd have a shed to come down and have a chin wag and whatever. Yeah, could be good. The wife hasn't. I haven't told the wife yet because I had 3 plots at one time and it was getting too much. But now I'm packed in. I've got a bit more time. The birds. That's what I've now got to do. Look, see the little birds there, wagtails and that. I'm now going to put some mixed corn out for them. I might put some mealy worms in all because the birds are going to need it in this. But it's finding somewhere to put it. Yeah, see, look, they know there's mealy worms in that on there, so I'm now going to try and find somewhere where that's where the mealy worms are. Look. I'm now going to try and find somewhere where they can eat. Right, let's do that. As you can see, it's building up against my shed. Hi guys, the dog has been in and out like a Looney Tune just to get out into the snow. Look at him, he's standing there looking at it. He'll touch the door in a minute because they bark quiet again. Can you hear my wife? She's watching a celebrity cook program. It's a Sunday about 1 o'clock. A celebrity cook program, and she is. There's one woman who put 4 chips in a chip pan. She's absolutely giving them some stick. My wife is. Right. Jersey Devils. I put another load in there. There's 3 of them didn't make there in them. I just potted on. These are money makers. I'm potting. I'm putting them on now. I'm going to put on as many tomatoes as I can. I'd like to have more money maker but these are the Mamandel, and they will get bigger. I'll pop them on smaller, but I'm not going to do that last one. I've got my grow lights on down there. I've got some shallots, leeks. What I'm going to do is there's a tray in the bottom of that. I'm going to take the tray out and I'm going to start to put some water with a bit of tomato feed in so they can get a bit of feed. Right, off we go. Right guys, a little bit away from me, but got lots of snow on that conservatory roof. Right, Gardener's Delights. Now then, as I think most of you know, I watch Charles Dowding a lot. And he is a firm believer that you can drop any, tomatoes especially, tomatoes you can get them, drop them in right up to the leaves. But you can actually do most plants. I do all my cabbages, cauliflowers, I sink them all in, so I don't worry too much about them going leggy. They have a tendency to root from sides. And that's Charles Dowding theory, and I've been using that theory all the time. So if you've got leggy plants, don't worry too much. Just give them some good compost. Which has got a bit of, this has got a bit of seaweed feed in it. Right, these are Gardener's Delights. So I've done Mamandas, I've done another Heinz, I've re-sown some more Jersey Devils into this little, what's the name? That's on a heat mat now. These here, these are Black Russians, but I put 2 in each one and they've gone mad. I've got Harbingers over there. I've got Moneymaker and Us Craig. So I'm going to have tons of tomatoes, but you know, I hand a lot out, I do. I really do. I grow as much as I can of everything, and what I've got too much of, I will pass on. I like to pass them on to Bob, and then he get the labels mixed up, and he don't know where it's grown. He's a bugger for that. My Sunday dinner is calling me. We're actually in the middle of a big old blizzard at the moment. Strange, they're not snowflakes, that's like just a sleety weather. So my wife has just took the dog round the block. He's gone mad. He can't stop going mad because he's in love with the snow. So it'll be a funny thing tonight, because normally I take my hound out at night, get him in the van or the car and take him into a field where I can let him have a good old run and nose around. He tried to chase rabbits. He's so stupid. He's got no possible chance of ever catching a rabbit, but he tried to chase them. They look at him and then they just hop through the fence. God, that's the life. So I'll do about 8 of these altogether. They're my manders, but they're just not big enough to put on at the moment. I want them to get really leggy. Right guys, I'm not going to show you no more of me. I'm going to upload this tonight with the other clips I've got. My wife's in there watching Drain the Oceans, Bermuda Triangle. She's not arguing with the telly about that one. She reckoned that this celebrity cooking program she was watching, she reckoned that one of them must have been given the judge one because she was absolutely useless. Right. See you later guys. Bye.